Why do we even ask the question? The reason we ask the question is because we believe in justice. We believe in goodness. Neither of those two categories are believable in a naturalistic framework. If we are the random collocation of atoms, sort of on the blip on the radar screen of time, and we just happen to be here, why do we ask these questions? Pragmatism should rule. The reason we ask that question is because God has planted within us the pursuit of justice, truth, beauty, goodness. Now, take the next panel. If God always answered every prayer that we asked for, we will have an unending list of requests and we will end up playing God. Last week it would have been Nabil. Next week it'll be somebody else. It could be a broken leg. It could be an amputation that you need. We have to understand that sin basically means brokenness.
The 12 years that I've spent in this wheelchair have taught me some powerful life lessons, and I thought that maybe I should share some of those life lessons with you all. I have learned that accidents can happen. Accidents will happen. But those accidents which are so powerful and so strong that they change your DNA, the accidents which maybe somehow deform your body but they transform your soul, are not just accidents. They are blessings in disguise because they transform you into the best version of you. So embrace those accidents. I tried to hate the incident. I tried to forget it, but I couldn't, because how can you hate something which transformed you into a better version of you, right? How in blink of an eye, everything changed. How in blink of an eye, my life changed. And how in blink of an eye, I changed. I learned that with all these changes, you become a better person every single day. What life did to me does not define me, but what I became in return, regardless of all the hurt and turmoils and adversity, defines me who I am. And today, with a heart full of contentment, I'm blessed to be where I am today.
When I talk to people about doing the future authoring program, they often put it off, and it's not surprising because it's hard. But it's more than that. They think, well, I don't know how to write. I'm going to do a bad job. I don't really like assignments. I'm going to have to do it perfectly. I need to wait till I have enough time. And like one of those is enough to stop you cold, and all 5 of them, you're just done. And so I tell people, do it haphazardly, a tiny bit at a time, and badly, because you can do that. I tell my students when they're doing their theses, master's thesis, write a really bad first draft. And then we have a little conversation about that, because they don't think I mean that. Because it sounds like a cliche in some sense. It's not a cliche. It's not a cliche at all. It means you're a terrible writer. But if someone put a gun to your head and said, you have to have your 100-page thesis done by next Monday, or I'll shoot you. But I don't care how terrible it is. You would sit down and write it. And the thing is, then you have it, right? Then you have something, and then you can fix it. You can iterate and fix it. That bad first draft, that's the most valuable thing. And so that's what you need. You need a bad first draft of yourself. You follow the beacon, you follow the light. And you're blind, so you don't know where the light is. It's dimly apprehended only, and you're afraid to follow it. But you decide to take some stumbling steps towards it. And as you take stumbling steps towards it, you become illuminated and enlightened and informed because of the nature of your experience, because you're pushing yourself beyond where you are, and you're going into the country that you have not yet been in, and you learn something. And so what happens then is the star moves. You move 10 feet towards it, and you think, no, that's not right. I didn't get it right. It isn't there, it's actually there. And so then you see it somewhere else, and you shift yourself slightly.
People, when they see you facing adversity or trauma in life, these people leave. They don't claim to be yours. They don't even claim to be your support system. They just walk away. I respect them. I respect them for being truthful. Number 2, I call these people opportunists. People who try to tag along with you. These people are so weak that they just try to remain in your shadow because they know your strength. These people in front of the world claim that they are yours, but deep inside they all know they are not your people. Pray for these people and liberate yourself by setting them free, because these people are toxic. They will always try to come back in your life to get their share from your success.
You realize then that grace and mercy and love are at the core of human existence, but it is impossible unless there is a transcendent point of reference for it. And that transcendent point of reference is in God Himself, who offers grace, mercy, and love by sending His own Son. But Jesus brings reality in a way nobody else does. He stood in front of Lazarus' tomb and wept, even though He knew He was going to raise him. He was weeping our tears and letting us know He understood.